Hey everyone, Brad here again. You all know I just completed the Magic Kingdom Park, finally. Now I'm working on Disneyland. I got back into that a little bit. But I wanted to do something else as well. So I've got a California Adventure, as you can see. The Disneyland videos I know haven't put out in many months. But one of the problems I noticed is on Google Earth, you can't do the street view in Disneyland. I'll have to double check on that, but I tried to go to certain areas. Even here for California Adventure, I could not do any street view stuff down here. I was able to here and kind of walk along this way, but I'll double check and see if that's actually, the whole park or just certain areas. But that's kind of what I rely on to make a lot of this stuff. My goal here for this park is to use no custom billboards at all. So if you know, with the Magic Kingdom, I did have probably like 5 or so custom billboards that, now that I think about it, I probably could have done without. This park, I don't plan on using any. And you can see that on some indicators like the entrance sign. It's just these little things here instead of California Adventure. So I'll go ahead and show you what I have so far. Mainly just the opening of Buena Vista Street. So I've got the opening sign, which is the same thing as the one down at Hollywood Studios. The entry area, which of course would cross into Disneyland Park, which would be like right here. Just some of the outside decorative things. Then you have like the main little square. There's like a little dedication plaque here. This is kind of the best thing I could find. Over on the left you have Oswald's gas station. And you can see actually inside. Oh no, never mind. This one doesn't have an inside. I use the passport machines for gas pumps. And of course I have my drummer characters I love to use just as kind of props. Now the last park, Magic Kingdom, wasn't functional at all. This one probably won't be either. I'm not really going to put a focus on people, but you can see now there are people in here. And something else new I'm doing is the road. I'm actually using the path, this one right here, which I've never used as a street in any of the parks. I always just use kind of like a path or something else of that nature. But I'm going to try and use this. And then we have over on the right side the bathroom areas. So you got the bathrooms here, and then the lockers back in there. This is the trolley station, the first one. I do like how the stones kind of turned out, even though there wasn't like a solid vertical stone, and I threw this here to kind of act as the bench. And there's of course plenty of other benches around it. Now, because anyone who's played this knows, if you're building a track, a station has to be a... I think I just accidentally added one. I did. But you see, a station has to be a horizontal piece. You can't do it at an angle. And it has these like ugly bars and things around it. And all of you know, if you've been here before, that they just kind of stop wherever on the track. And this is a tram, but I can't do electric cable car, unfortunately, so you don't have the wires up here above it. And I'll just kind of show you. I have the station hiding back here. So it does let you drive it through the wall, so that's nice. But I can't stop it at any of the actual proper stops. And this actually kind of goes back this way. But because I had to hide the station, I had to put it inside some buildings. I couldn't start it at an angle. Alright, then we have the photo store, which kind of goes into the big sequence of stores, kind of like their Emporium, all along this side. It's all interconnected from the candy shop to all the other ones. Then there's a little market, which just sells fruits and things like that. And you've got the bridge, the first bridge as you come in. And you can see I have the monorail track over it, which is a long straight shot for a good while. Obviously I won't be able to fit the entire track here, so I'll have it starting kind of out here, where it comes from Disneyland Park. It'll zip through all the other rides in Hollywoodland. And I would like to add the Grand Californian, at least as much of it as I can, especially as the monorail goes through it. And it's also kind of part of the park, like when you're in Pixar Pier in the Grizzly Peaks area, you see a lot of California or Grand Californian, so it is like a part of the park, and I do plan on putting it in there, kind of like with Disneyland Paris, how I added the Disneyland Hotel. Back to the bridge. So when the park opened, you all probably know that it was kind of a huge failure, and it was themed after California, which why would you go to a California themed theme park in California? And this used to be like a Golden Gate Bridge. Looking through the Google satellite images, it's still red over here, and there's still like these little pylons that kind of stick up. I gotta add the pylons. But they went, when they changed it to Buena Vista Street. The Big Top store, toy store, you can see I kind of have down here. I threw blue lights in there for it because it does have a lot of crazy light colors. Now coming along, you can kind of see I put this down real quick. I'm sure it will be adjusted for the main square in Carthay, because Carthay is kind of like the centerpiece of the park, just as the castles are in any of the other theme parks. And you'll see that too, because as it comes up, the central circle-like area hub is here, and Carthay's here, making the spire of Carthay like the center of the park. Alright, let me show you what nighttime looks like. So you can see various lights on the sides. I threw torches under here. I know there's no torches there, but it does give more of a different color contrast than just white light everywhere. I do that a lot with buildings. So you can see it's pretty well lit. These ones are really bright. I don't really like how bright they are. But in every building and every window, I kind of threw in different lights, give different lighting effects. This might be too much blue, I don't know. The pulsing blue. There's another blue light that isn't quite as pulsing, but this shouldn't be up here. So I may have to rework that. Alright, and that is pretty much it as of now for California Adventure. So now I'm going to be juggling between this one and Disneyland Park. I do know that, like Radiator Springs for example, I'll tell you now, I'm not going to build. I'm going to make the outside facade, everything you would see, but I have another video that covers that ride. Same with Disneyland. I'm not going to have anything in the building for Indiana Jones because I've already made that ride separately. I think that's the only ride in this park that I've built though already is Cars. Yeah, should be. Pixar Pier should be a lot of fun though. Alright, that's all I have right now. Thank you all for watching as always, and I will see you all next time.